Thank you, John.
He's the bigger man. I may be taller.
Thank you. And every time when I met John, I think we should do something together. We are competitors in some ways, but I think we are doing from different angles. You're from the USA and outside China. We focus in China. But we have the same dream, same mission, and same goal, that to help the entrepreneurs, help the small business. And I think this will make us together today, and it will make us together tomorrow. And I think Alibaba team and Taobao team keeps on, talking to eBay and work together. And I believe one day we will work very closely to each other. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much. It's not easy to speak, to come to a competitor's platform and say good words.
I'm getting all these questions about John. Alibaba's a competitor. John, why are you coming? And I'm coming for two reasons. One is because as I've gotten to know Jack, as I said earlier, I respect Jack enormously and I consider him a friend. The second reason is a very practical reason, which is the internet is still, as I said earlier, at a very young stage. And our challenge as internet CEOs is not to fall into a zero-sum mentality like many people in the offline world do. Our challenge is to innovate and grow the market, to grow opportunity. And when I get together with Jack or with Jeff Bezos at Amazon or Eric Schmidt at Google or other internet leaders, we don't talk about zero-sum competition. We talk about how do we take our capabilities and create opportunity, make the pie bigger. And that's the vision for the internet. That's the way I think the successful internet companies will operate. And increasingly, that's going to require competing in some areas, but partnering in other areas. I think over the next 3 to 5 years, if we will do our jobs innovating in service to customers, we'll find ways to work together, both our two companies and other companies. And that's the responsibility we bear, and that's the opportunity we face.
I absolutely agree. I think internet is about a partnership, it's about a connections. So I remember 9 years ago, I looked at the www, I was thinking about what does that mean? And then I understand it's got a win, win, win. Yeah. The 3 win.
Yes.
Right. The first W, the first win should be customers. Yeah. The second win should be partners. Yeah. And the third win should be yourself. Yeah. And anything lose, you're going to lose. If you type in www, it never works. Only www. And the internet is an ecosystem, trying to find more people. It's so easy to find competitors. I mean, when you are in the business community, every time we think about is competitors. If you think about the competitors, you will never do business well.
Yeah.
Think about customers. Think about partnership. Think about helping others. When I look at eBay, honestly speaking, I always feel guilty. Guilty of that, the competition being such a tough competition, and then we do nothing. Because competition is good to improve ourselves, understand others. But competition, on the other hand, is sit down, let's think about what we can do together. Yeah. And that's the future. If I don't think, we will keep on compete in this generation, next generation. And I think China, US are the same. eBay and Alibaba is the same. We should work together for tomorrow. There is a huge opportunity. I'm a truly believer for the marketplace. I believe free trade. I believe in market economy. And that's why in the past 11 years, we've been focusing on marketplace like Alibaba, marketplace like Taobao. And I think the eBay is the leader and also the designer actually for the marketplaces. And I believe that we too are the marketplace believers. But today we face the same challenge like a search engine Google. How do you see that thing? I mean, do you think the search engine is going to win or marketplace will win?
I think marketplace is going to win.
Good.
Because search engines are not going to help the little guy.
Right.
Over time, the big retailers will spend more money on the search engines and will crowd out the little guy. So our challenge at eBay, and I would guess the same as yours, is we've got to provide a better buyer experience, a better consumer experience on eBay than you can get on Google. A safer, more trusted experience, a more engaging experience, a more customized experience. One of the things we're doing on eBay, and we were comparing notes last night, it sounds like you're doing similar things on Taobao, is beginning to tailor the shopping experience to the category. You know, the way consumers want to buy clothes today and buy shoes today is different than how they want to buy a computer, which is different than how they want to buy some collectible item that's part of their hobby.
Yeah.
And so platforms like ours have to ensure that we're providing the most customized and engaging shopping experience that's safe, convenient, and has the best prices. And if we do that, yeah, the search engines are an important player in the internet economy. But I think there's a strong and sustainable role for marketplaces.
All right. I've also got a few questions. You mentioned the word competitor a lot, but actually in many ways you already work together. For example, a lot of the B2B members, they source their products on the Alibaba.com platform, and then they sell to the eBay customers through the eBay platform. So you also mentioned that you always want to work closer together. So I would like you to make some wishes today. If there's something Jack and John can do for each other, what will your wishes be?
I think the best leaders on the internet today have to look for opportunities to serve our customers better. And I see two different opportunities where our companies can work together to serve our customers better. Our selling community outside of China, eBay sellers around the world, are constantly looking for good sources of supply, right? They need great products at low prices. And China is an amazing source of great products at low prices. And in fact, many of eBay's power sellers buy through Alibaba already today. But one way I think I can serve my customers, my sellers better, is to make it easier for them to source from Chinese sellers through Alibaba. And so that's one of the ways we've begun to work together, is to have PayPal be available on AliExpress that makes it easier for a US power seller on eBay to buy from Alibaba. And I think that's behind the acquisitions of Vendio and Octiva, which are seller tools on eBay. Our sellers need great product. The other side I see is to try to help your sellers sell directly to consumers all over the world. And I think the opportunity we have to bring the 92 million active consumers to your sellers and a subset that want to sell directly, there's opportunity to do that. And that's one of the things we're talking about, how we can connect up different ways through payment systems and other ways. So my hope is we find ways to serve our customers better by cooperating. That's what's at the top.
I want to make Alibaba all the B2B small business with eBay's support globally, because you're not only so powerful in the States, but also in Europe and in the other part of the world. How can we help those SME in China and SME around Alibaba users that can help them to sell to the consumers directly through eBay support and help? And meanwhile, we can help the eBay consumers to better use the China manufacturer base. And I think there must be a way out. And this is my wish, and I hope this day can come sooner and quicker with our two teams' support. And this will happen. And the second is that I wish that Alibaba and Taobao could also as stabilized as eBay today. We are facing a lot of challenges, and all these challenges we talked about last night, eBay all faced. And I wish 5 years later, Taobao had the wonderful days like you do.
I want to wish you happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Do you tell people how old you are?
No, I really don't want. When I have a birthday, I know I'm getting old. But my heart, I'm very young, and I love to see beautiful things and beautiful girls and beautiful climates and everything. Well, thank you. Thank you, John.
All right. Thanks,
All the
Jack.
best.
Thank you.
Thanks again.